Well, it's a beautiful sunny afternoon here at Woburn Golf Club, and I'm going to head out and play 9 holes. But to lighten the load, I'm just going to go out with half a set. It's something I do quite a lot, and I think it's something you could all do a little bit more as well. It helps you club selection, it helps shot variety and getting some versatility into your game. So I'm just going to take 6 clubs plus my putter. So I'll take my driver and my hybrid, my 4 hybrid. I don't need my 3 wood and my 7 wood. So I'm going to go 6 iron, 8 iron, pitching wedge, and I'm going to take my 56, take the 60 out, don't need that, emergencies only, and the putter. So what's that? We've got 2, 4, 6, 7, and we'll go out and give it a go. I'm going to hit some shots first, a bit stiff, and then we'll head out and play 9 holes and see what I can shoot with just 7 clubs in the bag. Okay, just warming up. I always start with little half wedges when I'm warming up. Don't go straight into full swings, particularly as stiff as I am today. My back, actually my left hip here, super stiff. So if I started trying to hit full shots here, I can promise you I'd hit them badly. And then I start talking myself into the fact I'm not playing very well. So always start with little clippy wedges. Try and get yourself moving a little bit. But yeah, I've got sort of the half set out today. So the beauty of this, particularly when it's a little breezy, it is a bit breezy today, it's probably 15 miles an hour wind today, is when you have half a set, it forces you to play knockdown shots. So let's say, for example, I've got a 9 iron number I want to hit. I've only got an 8 in the bag. Well, I can't use my 9, obviously. So how do I hit a 9 iron distance with an 8? Well, that's when you go down the grip, narrow the stance, and you hit sort of little knockdown shots like that. It's great skill, and I think if all of you could just every now and again just go out with half a set, play 9 holes. It's amazing what it'll do to your shot making ability. Just little knockdown shots like that. Okay, and then I've got a 6 iron as well, hybrid. I might have to manufacture some hybrids today. So I might just practice here hitting, so this goes about 220 for me here, the 4 hybrid. But I might need some little 190 hybrids. So let's practice opening up and hitting a little high fade. That's a nice shot again. Just testing I can move the ball different directions and take yardage off if I need to do so. Quite useful going into par 5 sometime when you need to land nice and softly. A little high fade, so I might need that today. A couple of drivers and then we'll head out. I'm going to play the Marquess Course today. I don't know if you've seen the video I made. It came out last summer. I played the Marquess. Played full 18 holes with a full set that day. But we're just going to play the front 9 today. That'll do. Right, let's go play. Right, so we're here on the first tee of the Marquess. A little bit of breeze around. Got Michael today on the bag. Michael's going to be caddying for me and give me some numbers. So the yellow blocks are on the white tees today. So we are basically playing off the whites, but they're just saving the yellows obviously at the moment. So we've got a par 4 here and it's 377 yards. And I might sometimes hit 3 wood here, but I haven't got 3 wood, so I'm going to hit the driver, Michael. Thank you. Down the right side?
Right half.
I think if you can always finish with the shot you're going to hit off the first tee as your last shot on the range, I think that's a nice practice you can go for. Right, let's hit this down the right side. A little bit further right than I wanted, but I struck it really nicely. Should be fine. Saw it bounce, so actually it looks like the pin's on the left. I'm going to have a really nice angle in. This hole, if you miss it left, you are totally stuffed. So right side is the side to be, and that's where I am. So let's go figure out what we've got from there. Lie is perfect, no issues there. Pin is front left. But the wind is into off the left. What have we got?
125.
125. Yeah. Into a bit. Don't really want to go long here because it gives you a downhill putt. So what have I got in my bag? I've forgotten. So I've got a
pitching wedge, 56.
Pitching wedge or an 8. I think I'm going to have to pitching wedge, isn't it? So pitching wedge I think I can hit a 3/4 lowish pitching wedge here. Straight at it. Straight at it.
Good
Oh,
hit.
be good.
Go.
Be good.
Sharp.
Pin back. Went over the pin. That's good. It's about 15 feet. Really nice swing that. Felt like I swung nice and smooth at it. It's gone a little bit past the pin. Wind didn't hurt it as much, but we've got a little downhill of the birdie on the first. Right, yeah, so the greens are very firm at the moment. I don't know if it's got a pitch mark there. Loving the new Woburn Golf Club flags, by the way. How nice are these? Brand new out. So, it's pitched here. So pitched it. And a good idea when you are playing, if you want to learn your numbers, by the way. So that was 125 pin. So we know where the pitch mark is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just make a little note. That went 130 yards. So I know, and it's a bit into the wind, I know, but my pitching wedge there, slightly into the wind, went 130. It might come in useful during the rest of the round. So, down off the left, Michael. Is that what you're
I'm thinking
seeing?
a couple of cups left.
Yeah. Feels like it could be quick down here. I mean, it's quite early on in the season here, but we've had any rain for ages and the wind's drying it out. It's one of these you just want to coax down. You're not sort of giving this a go. You're just rolling it in. If it drops in, it drops in late. Just needed a little bit more pace. Just broke a little bit more. Pace was a bit soft, but we're off to a steady start, Michael.
Well done.
Par on the first. Good. Right, to the par 5 we go. Right, so again, back off the white plates here. Par 5 here. Great hole. Dog's legs all the way around the corner. Beautiful with the sunshine on the pine trees there at the end. And this driver, if I can get moving right to left, we'll chase this quite nicely. Might be able to get on in 2.
Yeah.
Line is, straight down. If I can draw this, I can get it round the corner with how firm it's playing. So to draw the ball, drop the foot back, like a little bit more inside, allows the club to release a little bit more over. And when I'm also trying to draw the ball, I don't approach the ball square on, I'll stand this way. Like I'm coming in, almost like I'm trying to hook in a corner in football, okay? So I'm approaching it from here, not square on. It just helps you see the shot as well. So I'm walking in here, and draw the ball. And it's drawing, not quite as much as I wanted, but
yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Good hit.
Yeah, I think that's good. So could have been a little braver, could have drawn it a bit more, but with this old back, I'll definitely take that.
Good hit.
Right, nice drive. We're in shape. 190 to go, but it's straight downwind.
Straight downwind.
And if you see this lie, everyone,
this
is a flyer. This is a flyer lie. So it's flyer lie downwind. This is dangerous. If you pure this and it goes long, this is one of the shots that you could easily go 30 yards over the back, and you've got a really difficult shot back. 190. I really want to hit it 170.
6.
Well, I've got a bit too much club here, but I think it's a 6, yeah. So I'm going to try and hit this as high as I can with the 6 iron. Ball forward, early hinge, launch it as high as I can, and I don't need to kill it because of the wind. And I'm hoping it's going to pitch around about 170. Oh God, that's a stiff swing. Go. In bunker?
Yeah.
A little heavy. We're in the bunker. Right, up and down from the bunker for birdie. Right, looks like it hasn't quite reached the bunker. It all depends on the lie now. Very, very dry at the moment. So you need a little. So it's on hard pan, a little bit of a tough behind it. Can't go in the air from there. I've got to keep the leading edge down. Got a little bit of green to work with, but it's quick. Quick, quick, quick. 56, that's all I've got. Might use a 60 if I had it, but using a stronger loft, it helps you feel it. So I've got to just carry the ledge here. I think this is just going to run out. I don't even think I can keep it short. So it's ball back, a little bit of hinge. It's like a hinged release one here. Hinged release one to really make sure the leading edge pops in. Key is not letting this run on too far, but I'm going to accept whatever happens. Just left of the pin, little hinge release one. A little bit right. I played it about as good as I can, but that'll be way past the pin. Yeah, it's almost off the green, but I knew that was going to happen. I'm pitching off a hard pan lie on a very firm, extremely baked green on a downslope. I had to play it that way to get the strike, which means the ball was always going to come off a little bit hotter. Be interested to see where I landed that. I wonder if I could land it a little bit sooner, but okay, about 15 feet for birdie.
Thank you.
Yeah, see, it's downhill here at the end as well, so it's caught that. It's just kept going.
In or out?
Out, please. I'm always out. Always like it out the hole. Old school.
Yep.
Uphill. If I could have watched that, I would have seen how it broke, but I didn't get up the hill in time. I suspect it's going left to right.
I'm not seeing a lot.
No, left edge.
Yeah.
Go. Oh, I just need a little bit more pace. That's 2 putts of it so far, a little bit too soft. But that's another par in the bank, so we'll level after 2. Now the next hole, probably the toughest hole here at Woburn on the Marquess Course, so that'll be a challenge if I'm still level after the next one. Start with 2 pars. Sevi always said start with 2 pars, so I've done what Sevi said. Right, now we're on the third, 450 yards, straight into the wind, off the backs today. Well, it's driver Michael, isn't it? So
Yeah.
don't want to hit this right. The further right you hit this, the longer you make the hole. So I want to try and hug that tree on the left much as I can and see if I can shape it a little bit like the last hole. See if I can just move that a little right to left. Can help, by the way, to move it right to left if you just tee the ball a little bit more in the toe side of the sweet spot, and then the gear effect can help move it a touch. So dressing it slightly out the toe, dropping the foot back, and then it's your normal swing. Just like
Great shot.
That's good. And the wind's just pushing it a little bit at the end there, but
Yeah,
that's fine. That's about as good as I can hit there. Nice to send it over another 10 yards or so, but that's strong. We can definitely reach in 2, which 450 into the wind is the key.
167 front.
167 front, pins about 20 on. You don't want to go long on this. It's 187 then into, I mean, it's seriously blowing, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Probably playing 210.
Straight back into
So it's a hybrid.
middle of the green.
Yeah. We're guessing on the yardage is slightly. The laser's failed. I think that it's given up the ghost. So we're not only playing with half a set, we're doing it blind off the old school yardage off the spring fence, which I like as well. It's quite liberating in not sort of knowing the exact number. Right. So left is the miss here, so we're going to hit left hand side of the green.
Oh, what a shot.
That's as good as I can.
Go.
Go! Got the wind's blowing. Oh, it's made
good
it.
Shot. Good shot.
God, feel that wind get up there. Right, so that's good. That's 25 feet short of the hole.
Well done.
So very pleased with that. Oh, this is nice, Michael, isn't it? After a long winter.
So what happened a few weeks ago, we had 4 layers on doing a short game school.
We did, yeah.
In the
4
snow.
layers on. Now we've got the shirt on. So beautiful. And leaves are just starting to come out here at Woburn. It's a few weeks. I'm about 2-3 weeks away. I think we'll all be out. So it'll be lovely. And it's nice just not going around in half a set. Did you ever do it?
I do, yeah. Especially if I'm just playing 9 holes.
Yeah.
And carrying, it makes the bag
I
lighter.
don't think players do it enough. I think it's so good for your golfing IQ, right? Your shot making ability. I think it's such an important part of the game. So I think if I can encourage people from doing it a little bit more, I think it would be fantastic for golfers in terms of their thinking and be able to make better decisions. Right, let's go and have a look at that putt. Thank you. Well, I'll take that 450 par 4, nice drive, a little bit out the toe. Use that little tip with the slight toe bias in terms of your aim. Hybrid has carried this mound. There we go. And yeah, almost got up there. Back pin. Don't go long on back pins. Left myself short of the hole. So that's perfect. Feels like it's just going to move a bit off the right. I can see that the right-hand side of the green is a little bit higher than the central part of the green here. Do you agree, right to left, a fraction? Straight up the hill, though.
Very much uphill.
Yeah, and into the wind. Not a lot. I mean, pretty straight, isn't it?
At the hole, it might come a little bit the other way,
Okay,
but we've got to get it there.
okay. I'll have it out, please. Right, this will be a very rare bird on this hole. I'm actually thinking it's almost left to right standing here now.
So from here, the high side is...
Okay, let's just go straight at it. Get the pace right. Go on. Oh, I stayed out there. Good putt. Nice
putt.
Positive putt. Yeah, just moved a bit. Now these are the ones you need to respect because I see a lot of players missing these. It's right side of the hole, just dribble it in. But stay down on these. A lot of people look early. There you go. So stay down on these short putts, but made a par on that hole. Really, really pleased with that. 2 really solid shots in. And now we're going to have the wind down the 4th. It'd be nice just to pick one up, wouldn't it, and get a birdie, but level par after 3 with half a set. Good stuff. Right, 4th hole, 388, par 4. Tee's over on the left today, which makes it a little bit interesting because we got this tree on the left-hand side of the hole, which is very easy to hit, actually. This hole was designed on the 17th of Augusta National with the Eisenhower tree. So you can imagine that it came down a few years ago, didn't it, that tree? But it's still there here, and it does need a bit of respect. You pull it, you're going straight into it. So I'm going to, again, try and hit the draw. So it'll be the 3rd draw shot in a row. Slightly out the toe, drop the foot back a little bit, swing your swing. Totally lost that. Any good?
Left, yeah, it's fine, left edge. Bit drawy,
but
but
is it good?
in the first cut, in the rough.
All right, fine. Okay, good.
Well done.
So bright the sky, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, okay, yeah, so it's just so firm, it's just bounded on. Luckily got past this tree. Very spongy, leafy lie. Michael's on foot doing the numbers from the sprinklers. What have we got?
100 the front.
100 the front. Maybe about 20 on. Got a tree right in front of me, which is a problem. So I've got to go low off this lie. There's no way you can go high off this lie. You've got to just back and trap. But that tree is I can try and go left of it. Oh dear. Right. 100's front. We got 6. We got 8.
You got 8.
I think because that second tree has got the branches there as well. I think I've got to use a 6 here. And it's like a half swing with a 6, little punchy, release 1 punchy 6 iron. Anything over that first mound I think will chase up. So when you're playing these punchy ones, down the grip, ball back, hinge, hands have got to stay leading. It's about controlling ball flight number 1 and strike off these lies. Anything heavy, it goes nowhere. So I'm going to take anything near the green here. I can't see the pin. Right in between this young tree and the next one, ball back, and a little half swing punch, 6 iron.
Oh, some shot.
Be good.
Sit.
It's gone a bit long. Sit down. Back left. Got the strike, moved it a little bit right to left. Just carried it probably 5 yards too far, winded a bit more into the bank. It's back left of the green. Hopefully it's okay. It's so dry at the moment, you don't know where it's going to end up, but I think we're okay. Happy with that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's just go through the back. So I was trying to hit into that bank there. On this green here, it's amazing green with this big tear, and it's just shot. There it is. Okay. So again, it all depends on the lie. I know where the ball is. I'm looking at the green. There's a little bit of green, about 15, 18 feet of green. Back into the wind, which can help. Slight upslope. Oh dear, that's not so good. So the problem here is you've got this ridge behind it. So can't really, quite hard to get to the bottom of the ball here. So yeah, it's going to be 56. Again, I would use my 60 if I had it. But it's still fine, I can still hit this close. That is really awkward. I mean, I can, that is tough. Right, so I'm going to hit this into the fringe, left of the hole. Main thing is get the strike. There was a really dry, muddy bit behind the ball that I've got to try and get the club into the back of. So I'm going to play this so far outside my back foot, you see, to try and create an angle. I've got to have it back here to get into it. So that's why I'm going to land it quite short. Side the back foot, loads of sharp lean, a little bit of hinge, get the strike. Sit, sit. God, it's so quick. Okay, got a great strike. It just shot on that first bounce. So it's like marble at the moment, the greens. Okay, got the strike. That was the main thing. Slightly unlucky, I think, there with the strike, but got a hole about a 10 footer, 12 footer here for par. Landed it where I wanted to. Maybe if I landed it in this, it would have been a bit softer, but it's so firm. Okay, greens look amazing. Right, a little left to right. About a cup out.
I don't see a lot. Again, I
No?
think I'm not sure it's outside the hole. You've got to favour the left-hand edge.
Yeah, left edge. Quick as well. It's drifting. That's it. Okay, bogey. Didn't get it up and down. So we get a bad shot there. I mean, just shot like crazy. So there's the first bogey, 1 over, and played 4 holes. So let's see if we can get it back on the next. Right, 1 over. Nice to get one back. We're back into the teeth of this wind. It's blowing about 20 miles an hour now, 25. 5th hole of the white tees. We've got 390 yards. Now there's a dog leg here. I think if I rip this, I could go long with how firm it is, and I could go through the dog leg.
Even in this wind?
I think potentially. This is where if I had 3 wood, I'd definitely hit the 3 wood. But, so I'm going to hit a driver. Now I've got to try and hit a snap hook with the driver, or just hit a little bit of a smooth one, which is a good shot. So I'm going to try and take about 20 yards off the driver here, just by swinging a little bit smoother. Still hitting it, you know, committed and full swing, but just a little bit smoother to make sure I don't run through that dog leg. I've drawn it a little bit as well. That should be perfect. Yeah, it is. There we go.
Good now. Yep.
There's a little tip for you. When it's breezy, swing it easy.
Pitching wedge.
25.
Wind's dropped.
Yeah. You only go long now. I think it's 135. So I've got to take 10 off a wedge now. So I'm going to do that by going down the grip a little bit, slightly narrowing the stance, and still hitting it full, but let my setup take the distance off. So when you go down the grip and you narrow your stance, your swing isn't going to be as complete. You're not going to be able to coil as much, so the ball isn't going to go as far. So that's a nice way of taking a bit of distance off. The wind does feel like it's dropped suddenly. I don't know if we're protected here though a little bit, but the flag's not moving. But I had 125, didn't I, on the first hole?
Yes, we did.
So that's what I'm saying on the first hole. Sometimes it's good to store these numbers. So it's not quite that shot, because I went a bit long there. So it's nearly that shot. That's good. Right, 2 yards right. Be good.
Yeah, good shot.
Well, that could be quite close. That could be 10 feet or so. Slightly came out of it.
So happiness is a long walk with a putter.
Never a truer word spoken, Michael. Happiness is a long walk with a putter. Lovely walk, isn't it? No cart path, just walking. Right. A little bit more. That could have kicked down pretty close, but that's pretty good. That was on a nice line there. Tricky putt though, this one. It's right on the ridge. Oof. I always like to look from the low side when I'm reading a putt, by the way. I feel like if I stand on a sort of triangular point and I can look at it here, I can look at the different points along the journey and just see which is highest. That right side is clearly higher than where I am here, so I know it's right to left of it. At the end, it looks like it flattens off a bit. So when the ball's slowing down is when you want to pay most attention. Do you agree, just right side?
I'm thinking straight goes in it. It's downhill.
Yeah, just outside, I think.
Go.
Oh, it stayed out there.
Good putt.
Oh, no. Okay. Steady 4, still 1 over as we head to the 6th. But yeah, lessons there was just a little smooth drive is a nice shot to have sometimes rather than forcing the 3-wood. I didn't have a 3-wood. I could hit like a driver, took 20 yards off it just by swinging it a bit smoother. And then one of those knockdown pitching wedges. So I didn't, you know, again, if I had a full set there, I might have hit the 9-iron, might have not, but you know, just by learning that little knockdown shot, you have so many more options in your armoury in terms of different ball flights and distances. Right, par 3 to come. Right, 145. It is into the breeze now. The wind is into off the left quite hard, as we know. I would be using a 7-iron if I had a 7-iron, because I could then hit that knot down into the wind. I haven't got a 7-iron. I've got a 6. But a 6 would get really quite fiddly with a 6. So I'm going to hit quite a hard 8. So I'm going to put the 8 back in the stance and punch it. So it's going to be like a punch shot. So back, short finish, punch an 8-iron in there. Oh, I've turned it over a little bit. On the green though.
Ooh, good
Actually
bounce.
got quite a nice bounce. That's doing
Good
quite
shot.
well. About 25 feet left. So when you're playing a punch shot, don't do as I did there because I slowed down and let the club face turn over. You can see the long toe divot here, right? So I've got to make sure I keep turning more through the shot. Easy when your left hip's working. But got a little bit of a nudge off there. Take the good breaks when you get them. I've actually got quite a nice look at birdie there. Right, that did quite well in the end. Pin height.
Just outside the left.
Yeah, just outside, yeah. Quite fancy, you know, we sometimes fancy one. Quite fancy this one.
A little bit uphill.
Yeah. Get in. Oh, I fancied it. Just hit a bit hard. Oh, come on. Some would say the good job it hit the hole.
Flag got in the cup, got in the way.
Well, maybe I should have left the pin in. Oh, that was a shame. I thought that might have gone in. Just a touch too much pace. Probably had about 4 feet too much pace on it. Okay, have a par, remain 1 over, and we're now going to signature hole here on the Marquess Course, the 7th. It's a fantastic hole and par 5. So let's try and get back to level, pick up one on the next. Right, straight into the teeth. I mean, and we're off the white plates today. I know the yellows are on the white, but we are off the whites. It's 512 yards, par 5, great hole, split fairway. Now, because I've got half a set and I'm not carrying my 3-wood, that almost makes my mind up that I've got to go down the left. Now, if I had my 3-wood, I would go down the right because then I'd need the 3-wood to reach the green. Now, because I don't have that, I've got to start thinking a little bit more ahead because I've only got the hybrid, I can't reach the green in 2. So, I mean, you could go left from there, but it's a bit of a gamble whether you get the gap. So I'm going to hit the driver down the left. Ideally like a low bullet fade off the left there. And then I'd have to play this as a par 5 to try and get up and down with the wedge. And that's the other beauty using half a set. Makes you think about your course management a little bit as well. So slightly lower tee this time. I want to fade the ball. We're going to hit it up that left side. That's the plan. God, foot totally slipped, but actually it's perfect.
Yeah, good shot.
Couldn't have actually hit that any better where I wanted to. That's not bad with 1 foot in the air, is it? Okay.
Well done.
Okay, great tee shot. I mean, that's absolutely perfect. I do actually feel like I've slightly Pulled the hamstring there.
Twinged something.
Oh dear. Right. What have we got?
We've got 220 the front.
Okay, straight into.
So straight into, all carry, because it's slightly uphill, slightly above us.
This is an interesting one. We could take the hybrid and, I mean, it might shoot a bit off here and you get a big bounce. I think the right flight, it might skip somewhere near the front, maybe 20 short. That would be quite a nice simple up and down. We'll try and make birdie here, of course. Or the really safe shot would be a pitching wedge, which will leave another pitching wedge, which takes all of the trouble out of play. Because if I get this slightly wrong, I'm going to have like a 60-yard bunker shot. But I hit the hybrid pretty well on the few holes ago, didn't I? So
yeah,
you agree?
I'd rather see you hit that.
Yeah. So big tree on the left, yeah? Behind the green. That's the line with a little bit of fade, a little bit of squeeze. A lie's bit of a downslope, which should help it shoot a bit here. Oh, I've hit that as good as I can. That's
Some shot.
That's as good as I can hit it. That's the perfect line as well. It all depends on the bounce, but that should be, hopefully, not too far away from the green.
Yep, looks good.
Sometimes those down slopes just help you hit that low fade. So counter that when you're playing. Don't fight the slope. There, that was perfect for me because I needed to hit a low hybrid because I don't have the 3-wood. And the slope helped me do that. And I got a little bit of fade. Sometimes you get it off the down slope as well. So yeah, I'm hoping that's pretty good. Right in the throat of the green, really pleased. Quite a big 4 hybrid that. But this is an interesting little shot. It's uphill. And from the edge of the green here, it's quite steeply into an upslope till here. And then it flattens out and goes slightly down. So you've really got to consider trajectory and spin into this slope. Too much height, too much spin, it's going to die. You don't want it too low either, it's going to skip on with no spin and run past the hole. So I've got to get this just right. Again, half a set. This probably would be the perfect time for a 52 because a 52 is going to go in low, a little bit of check and then run out. So I've got an option of pitching wedge or 56. 56 I could play, I'd have to hit it really low and skip it. I just wonder whether a little release 1.5 with a pitching wedge might be the shot.
It's 13 yards to the fringe and then 15 yards to the flag.
Yeah. So I could hit the pitching wedge just of basically halfway, let it run out. So let's I mean, I know I can do the 56, that little low spinner. But I think for the benefit of people watching as well, I think this is just a nice little shot with the pitching wedge. So it's into the wind and into that slope. So it's a pitching wedge, but I'm just going to put a little bit of release into it, sort of a 1.5 if you like. Not a 1, not a 2, just a little bit of release. I think this is going to be good here. So we're going to land this a yard or 2 on, bit of spin, but the pitching wedge hopefully is going to run out. What do you think it's doing at the end there?
It's going left.
I think it's breaking right to left.
Yeah, and down and slightly downhill.
A little bit of release with a pitching wedge. Played it as I wanted to. Stop. Sit. Oh, that's a good shot. Sit.
Good shot.
Yeah, that's nice. That's about 4 feet, 3 or 4 feet past the hole. I came off lovely. It had enough spin just to slow the ball down a bit, but it had enough forward momentum to get up that slope and then just feed down and got a short putt for birdie. So that's a useful shot. I don't think many of you kind of use your pitching wedge enough really around the green, but that was the right option there. And again, it's probably a shot, I wouldn't have played that if I had a full set. I would have used the 52, so it explores you, gets you using different options. So good, so we can make the birdie. Okay, scribbled on a touch, but definitely take that. 3 feet.
Left half?
Yeah, so inside the hole.
Yeah.
Slightly uphill. Yeah, not a lot in this. Pretty much straight at it really, bit of pace. Right in the middle, there we go, back to level, really nice birdie there. And a fun birdie, because I would have normally whacked the driver down the right, whacked the 3-wood, hopefully somewhere near the green. But I had to think about it, I had to change my angle off the tee, play a slightly different second shot, very different third shot with that pitching wedge, and then not the putt in there. So really enjoyable birdie there. Back to level par, 2 to go. Right, what we got, Michael?
The plate is 166 to the middle. We're 3 off that. And
Slightly
the flag,
downwind.
slightly downwind.
So this would be the perfect 7-iron.
Which we don't have.
Which we don't have. So we've got a choice. We can hit a hard 8, turn it in and draw it with an 8, with the greens being firm. That might be a nice option, skip it up. Or I could hit a soft 6, knock down 6. Because it's downwind. Well, I know you want me to hit the 6, do you?
Personally, I'd like you to hit an easy 6.
I just worry about a 6 going downwind flat. I'd rather hit a high one downwind. But I know what you're saying. I've got to put the ego aside and hit a 6 because maybe if my back was a little bit more limber, I'd hit an 8. I would quite like, in good old days, I would just rip an 8 there, I think. But I'm going to hit a 6. Now I've got to be careful because if I hit this 6 well, it's going to be way over the green. I've got too much club here, downwind. Arguably, I'd probably had 2 or 3 yards too much to hit a full 7, so I've definitely got potentially 15 yards too much here. So down the grip, shoulder, shoulder, wide. I must keep turning through the shot. 15 feet right at the pin here. I want 6 iron. I mean,
Good
that's
shot.
lovely. Be right. Number 6. Sit.
Thank you.
It's just slightly through the back, but I mean, I can't hit it better than that. It's what I was trying to do was flat. That's, I mean, it went a little bit flatter, but I can see it actually. It's at the back of the green. Okay, good. That was nice. Just play a nice, easy shot. Again, it's a shot. If I had my 7-iron, a full set, I would not have hit that shot. So I'm practicing some really useful little shots. That would have been great into a bit of breeze. Really quiet, and this had a touch of draw. So it actually doesn't look too far away from here. Let's go and see. Right, it's pitched here, so about 160-ish through the air. Greens are firm. It's just run through the back, caught the downslope. But really, I enjoyed that shot. Right, so interesting putt. Down and back up and then down again. This is really easy to race it. 5 or 6 by. Thanks. Slightly in the fringe, but I would put this really pretty pure, the fringes here. Looks like it's going to go right to left and then come back left to right. So a bit of a snake on this.
Bit of a double breaker.
Yes, but more left to right than right to left.
Yes.
So when a ball's slowing down, it's going to break more. So I'm going to aim this on the right edge. That should take it and then come back. Come on then, run out.
Ooh,
run
good
out.
speed.
Got the line
Good speed.
perfect. Come on.
Good putt.
I'll take that. Thought I left it short for a minute, but it came round. Really caught this ridge here and kept feeding. So nice, easy 3.
Well done.
Having to somewhat manipulate the tee shot. So right, we've got through 8 holes, level par, with just 7 clubs in the bag.
Good man.
Pretty much stress-free as well. We've got 1 to go. Great hole, 9th, one of the best here at Woburn on the Marquess. So let's go and have a look at it. All right, look at that view. Perfect. Doesn't get any better than that. 441 yards, par 4, straight into the wind. It's playing like 470 or 480 here, isn't it, into this breeze? So this will be a good 4. Driver.
Going with driver.
Got a rip driver down here, really. Doing it quite well today. I need to
At that last tree.
Need to get hold of this one. Yeah, last tree, perfect.
Oh, shot.
Thanks. That's good. Nice ball flight. That should chase as well.
Yep.
Go. Okay.
Good hit.
Thanks.
Well done.
Right, great tee shot. I mean, it's really obviously helping with the firm ground, but this is like perfect. Without the wind, this is where I'd normally be, so that's great. What have we got?
We've got about 128 to the front and then, what, 15 on?
So 145-ish?
Yeah, downhill.
It probably plays 135, doesn't it? So again, it's one of those, you probably hit a 9-iron.
Which we don't have.
We don't have. Let's go 8. Going to create a shot rather than just hit a full one. Down the grip, pull back of centre, lean with the slope. It's going to fade a bit. Low fade I'm looking for here.
Good strike.
Right, that's it. Too good.
Sit.
Sit down. I think that's too good. Sit. Sit.
Shot.
Over the pin. All
Good
right,
shot.
so it's hard with the gust, isn't it? But I think that's as good as I can hit. Trying to wander back. I've got about 20 feet down the hill for birdie. That's great on this hole. Really pleased I can finish strong. Right, thank you. Good club in there.
Long walk with a putter.
Yeah, a long walk with the putter. Why not?
Thank you.
So level par, 2 putts for level par for 9 holes. We've just 7 clubs in the bag, and put some comments in below if it's something you've done before, something you've never done before. I think it'd be interesting to go out there and give it a go, and likewise post a comment as to you might end up shooting your lowest score ever with half a set of clubs. It's funny how it can work because it does make you think more. A lot of this game is just thinking correctly. I am so stiff today. Don't feel I'm swinging the club brilliantly, but got it round level par for championship golf course. A very windy day with half a set, but so I've got it round level par. I haven't actually finished this hole yet. Right, quick. This is easily slipping by. Left or right?
Yeah, left. You've got to favour the left. It flattens out a little bit at
Yeah.
the hole.
Pretty straight. Come on, that's nice to finish on the par. Let's knock this in.
Good pace.
Come on, break a bit. Oh, I didn't break. Sit.
Good putt.
Yeah, fine. Okay, so I have finished level par. The 9 holes on the Marquess. Thanks, Michael, for getting me around nicely there.
Well played.
Very enjoyable.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well done.
And hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you've taken some bits from it in terms of how you can play different shots, be versatile in your shot making, and it gets you playing different ways, seeing holes differently with half a set. So, take that into your own game. Hopefully that helps it, and see you next time.